Hello Internet, how is everyone? I'm Lile, welcome to Lile's Indie Corner. We're seeing each other on camera again, and that means April is over, May is coming up, so time for 3 more indie games that I'm looking forward to in May 2023. Let's get started. First one is Darkest Dungeon 2. Developed and published by Red Hook Studios, it's coming out of early access on May 8th and launching into version 1.0, of course. I think most people know Darkest Dungeon, the first one. It's a turn-based roguelite that's real hard and real gritty in a dark fantasy world. Lots of death, lots of blood. I haven't tested the early access version yet, so I don't know really what the story is, and I also have to admit that the first one was always too hard for me. I tried it a couple of times, and I really liked the mechanic, but I died so much that I just got so frustrated and then never really got into it, even though I wanted to. So I know it's not going to be easier than the first, I know, but I really want to try and get into it again and maybe stick to it a bit longer and build up more of a tolerance for frustration. I'm really struggling with that, as you can tell. But yeah, there will be some changes coming. You no longer have like a hub area per se. You're on a stagecoach, choosing paths of where you want to go and then have different encounters depending on where you go. The people you have, they can still hate each other like in the first one, and then in between encounters you have to take care of them. And of course, if they get wiped out, you start anew, like a good roguelike. Or roguelite, I'm sorry. I know some people are very touchy when it comes to using those terms correctly. But yeah, Darkest Dungeon 2, are you excited for this? Do you have more of a tolerance of frustration than I do and you are really into this? Let me know. Next up, we have the Miasma Chronicles, which is developed by the Bearded Ladies and published by 505 Games, and it's releasing on May 23rd. This is a turn-based tactical RPG mixed with like an action adventure made by the people who did Mutant Year Zero. So if you know that game, it's kind of like XCOM-y in its combat, but apparently has more of a focus on exploration and interacting with NPCs and stuff, which I really like. I think those two things mix together really well. I really loved games like Pillars of Eternity. That was amazing. And if Miasma Chronicles is something like that, then I will love this, I think. The character trailers were a bit in your face, so I'm curious to see how that plays out in the actual game. The miasma is like an evil, swirling force that is taking over America, and we have to fight it, of course, with our little ragtag group of misfits, as is common in these types of games. And I'm all for it. I really hope that the combat feels good, that they have some nifty tricks to make it interesting. We have seen like some stuff that the main character can do that looks a little bit more like magic. And then you have like your robot friend and mercenary with you and all of that stuff. I just hope it's engaging enough to keep me interested over a longer runtime, because that has really been a problem for me for the last couple of months, that I felt like a lot of games can't really hold my interest for longer than maybe 10 hours. So Miasma Chronicles is maybe the next game that can do that. I'm very much looking forward to it. So yeah, Miasma Chronicles. And the last one on my list is After Us, developed by Piccolo and published by Private Division, also releasing on May 23rd. So this is an adventure with a focus on exploration and platforming. I have seen this trailer, I think late last year, and I was immediately intrigued. Movement-wise and exploration-wise, it looks a lot like Journey, but it is definitely much darker and also does have combat. Not the Journey experience, it's just from the movements, it just really felt inspired by that game, definitely. And you play as Gaia, saving the souls of extinct animals. So this has a very big environmentalist message to it, which I'm always intrigued by and which I always want to go deeper into and really see if the game carries that message well. And the humans in this look really creepy. Like in the trailers, they are these kind of mechanical beasts They look mechanical, but I think they are just supposed to be soulless because they very much destroyed the planet they were entrusted with. You're setting out to save animals, and that's, or at least the souls of animals, and I'm all for it. I'm all there. The first time I saw this trailer, I really teared up at the scene where Gaia finds like the duck sound. Oh my god, my heart. I really want to check this one out, so after us. And that's already it from me today. 3 more games to look forward to in May. I know there are many, many more. If you want to share your favorite, please let me know, and we'll see each other again. Until then, let's be weird together.